if Amazon got it. Cause I know I gotta go to his HC to get them.
All right, let's see.
If you see squirrels chasing each other, that means somebody about to go through a tower.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to you talk.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna send this link. Just click this link. Hold up. I'm gonna send it to Messenger. I'm gonna send it to your message. I'm gonna hang this up right here. All right. Let's go. Let me see. I'm gonna send it through here. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to send it. All right, let's go. Do you see me on here, Tanya?
Where?
Do you see me on here?
See on what?
On my video, my live video.
I'm on your page, but I don't see your live.
All right, you gotta go to my live because I gotta do this. You gotta go on my live.
Hold on, let me see.
You gotta go on my Solar Goddess Tarot, and then it's gonna say live. Live now.
I think I'm on it.
I'm
on it.
All right, you can see me on here.
Yeah.
All right, so do we got like a link on there? I'm gonna have to try to send this link. Let me go on here on my phone or something and try to send this link. Let me see.
Hold on. Oops. Hold on.
All right. Let me see. Hold up. I know how to do it. Hold up. I know what to do. All right. I know exactly what to do so we can get this started. Copy link. All right. Share on Facebook. All right. Let's go. Hold up. News feed.
Hold on. I'm about to do it. Look at now.
Go on my news feed on my Facebook and then click that link.
Let me see.
You on my news feed?
Hold on.
Or maybe I'll just go in your messenger and just put it in there. That'd probably be better. Messages, chat.
Can you see me?
Okay, there you go.
You can see me? Uh,
Hey, sis.
hey.
Girl, don't be acting all shy now. You know damn well your ass love to be on TV. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna turn this up. I don't know. We have to do it since you live. I mean, since you live.
Let me see how this. Hold on.
Let me see if I can just hear you on here. Then I don't have to, use my, the phone, cause I don't want to echo in and shit.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay, y'all. This is my sister Tanya. Okay. This is my sister Tanya right here. I don't know about that earring in the nose, but okay.
Don't you do me, don't.
Right here. I don't know about that earring in the nose, but okay.
Don't you do me, don't.
All right, so I can hear you. So I'm about to hang up the phone. You can hang up the phone. But okay. Alright, so I can hear you. So I'm about to hang up the phone. Hang up your phone, Tanya. I said, hang up your phone. Hang up your phone, Tanya. Alright. So there's a lot of echo.
Okay. Hold on.
That noise. What is that noise? Alright, you gotta come back on here. Noise.
Hey, you hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. So, what the hell are you doing?
I'm checking. I'm checking myself, making sure I'm about to be on TV. gotta check, gotta check this stuff. Hold on, I'm proud of
This
myself.
the one that everything gotta be perfect.
I'm,
We'll
I'm gonna
get
let
ready.
y'all
You need
decide.
to go put on some lipstick. You know,
Wait, back up. Lip gloss.
you gotta have it popping a little bit more.
I have to be
But
popping.
I like the lip gloss. I like the lip gloss.
They gonna be talk. If I'm gonna be talking to them, I can't have ashy lips.
Okay. This is my sister Tanya. Okay. So this is the one that I said that we both was experiencing doppelganging and a dark witch at the same time. You know, this might be a heartfelt story for her because I know me. I'm a little bit. My sister know me. I'm a little bit. My sister know. Like I take shit. Tanya, what they used to call me in TT.
Lil Kim. I don't know if you want everybody to know your name. Lil Kim.
Lil Kim, Lil Kim, Lil Kim, Lil Kim. So, so that's to let them know I wasn't lying. That's
Lil
to
Kim
let them know I wasn't lying. You know why they used to call me Lil Kim
for a lot of reasons.
for a lot of reasons. Okay, I just wanted people to know that I wasn't lying. All right. But
But
the
the
story
story
is,
is,
we can
we
get,
can get
what year
what
would you
year
say
would
this
you say
started
this
with
started
you
with
with
you
this
with this
doppelganger dark
doppelganger
witch?
dark witch?
Well, I started dating this guy in 2021. So I'm gonna say it started um, in 2021, but I wasn't
Huh?
aware of it in 2021.
In
In
2021.
2021.
Mine
Mine
started
started
in
in
around that
around that
around that
around
time
the
too,
time to
about
about
2021.
2021.
Okay, that
Okay.
mine
That
started
mine
about
started about
2021.
2021.
Yeah, about
Yeah, about
2018,
2018,
2021.
2021.
I think
I
mine
think
started
mine started
first with
first
the
with the
doppelganger,
doppelganger.
and because I've
Oh,
been
And
on
because I've been
YouTube
yours
on
had to
five
YouTube
start
5
years,
first.
years,
so
so
Yeah, yours had to start
2021 I
2021
first.
I
started.
started.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
2021.
2021.
I started
I
this
started
channel
this
in
channel in
2021.
2021.
So that's when
So
mine
that's when
started
mine
too.
started
The
too. The
doppelganger dark
doppelganger
witch,
dark witch,
bitch.
bitch.
You know
You
me.
know me.
I got it
I
out.
got it out.
So
So
it started
it
about the
started
same
about the
time.
same time.
You don't see it
You don't
that
see it
odd
that
and
odd and
strange?
strange.
Two
Two
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah, because I met this guy in 2021. We started dating. Well, you want me to start, or you wanna keep? You want?
I ain't gotta
I
answer
ain't
no
gotta ask you no
questions. Just
questions. Just
Okay,
tell
so
them.
tell them.
let me get this out. And if I cry,
I told
I
you.
told you.
I told
I
you.
told you.
Fucking cry,
Fucking cry,
baby.
baby.
it's just that okay. So I'm gonna tell the story, and I'm gonna try.
A,
But
B,
A, B,
C.
I'm
C.
very. She knows I'm very soft when it comes to certain things. I'm hard when it comes to strength, but I'm soft when it comes to my emotions.
She's a
So
She's a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
yes, so I might cry. So if I cry, and the only reason why I'm crying is because I'm still going through my healing process. Although I am, I can say that I'm fully arrived as far as over things, and I've learned a lot of things, but I'm still going through my healing process, and the process has not ended. Like I'm not free of this person. The person still continues to try and continue to do things. But let me just go into okay. So I met this guy. I met him in 2021. I was coming out of another relationship that I was in for about 10 years. And I met this guy. Our chemistry, amazing, perfect, like great. We ended up going into a relationship. And almost immediately in the relationship, when I met him, I had a car. I had my own apartment, house full of furniture, like furniture. Even in my backyard, I had a whole little gazebo patio set because with my family, I'm the one that here in Connecticut, I do a lot of family events. I love hosting, a lot of entertaining, a lot of that. So I had a gazebo that was in the backyard. Basically, long story short, like a fully furnished home, nice, good job. When I met him, I'll say 4 months, maybe 4 months, possibly 3 months into the relationship, I had some weirdness happen, whereas I had to go into with my apartment that I was in. Basically, like 4 months into the relationship, my duplex that I was in, they had like next door to me because it was like a one, two, three, like a four family duplex side by side though. One of the families had like a little, I don't know if it was like a water or something, some type of fire where the fire department actually ended up telling us that we had to, you know, um, we couldn't go back into there until they, cleared us to go back in there. Long story short, but right before that time, we had right before that incident happened, we had all received notices saying that we had new management, but we didn't. It didn't. We were going into new management, but we didn't have like our new management information. We just like had emails and we had a paper that was given to us. So that's gonna be um,
Weird.
essential to
Weird.
is yeah, it's gonna be essential to the story. So 3 months after that, like I said, I was got with this guy. We started dating. We got into an actual relationship. He came into my home. He was, always with me. I don't know if he fully moved in with me at this time, but I know he was like with me every day. So I had, we couldn't get back, we couldn't go into this home, so they gave us this apartment. I mean, not apartment. They put us into a hotel. So the hotel that they put us into was one of those, like, it was grimy. The first night that I was there, I think I seen like a mouse or something. So I was trying to get them to put me into something else. They would not pay for anything else. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for myself. So I went and I started paying for my hotel myself. So no, now I'm no longer under the Blue Cross, Blue Shield thing. I'm under my own. They weren't paying for it. I'm paying for it now because the grimy hotel they wanted to give us, we had problems with it. So now I'm paying for the hotel, and I'm just going on with life, working, me and him, doing, having our fun and doing what we doing, and time just like kind of like started passing us by, and like as like a few months, I'm like, wait, I realized I didn't like it didn't dawn on me until like a few months. I'm like, wait, the apartment didn't call yet to tell me that I can get back in here. So I looked for the email and couldn't find the email. I finally found the email and I sent them like an email saying to them like I was supposed to be informed that when I can go back into the apartment. They didn't get back to me right away then, so I kind of like kept going on with life because I was like working and we were in a relationship, so we were doing different things.
Don't get me
Don't
started.
get me started. Finally, I sent another email like maybe some weeks after that, and I got an email back from them saying that they had tried to contact me and let me know that I can get back into the place. So they basically, long story short, basically they said something like I abandoned. I forgot what exactly they called it, but it was like abandonment of your apartment. So they had auctioned off my basically my furniture, all my furniture. So I had lost everything. And neither here or there, I'm moving on to the story. So that was like happened like 3 months. That started to happen like 3 months into the relationship. Um, I'll say 6, 7 months into the relationship, I was parking. I parked my car at one of the hotels in this area. Didn't know if it was fire zone or not. I don't believe that because it was a little portion that was like had a fire zone thing, but it was like faded off, so you didn't know. So sometimes one time we parked there and we were told that we weren't. Long story short, the next incident that occurred is at the hotel. I ended up losing my car. So apartment, furniture, car, all in a matter of 6 months. So now I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Okay,
I'm
we're gonna
like,
start right here. Would you
would you
say
say
that you
that
felt
you
as
felt
though
as
it was
though it was
somebody
somebody
like
like
following you,
following you,
jealous of
jealous
you
of
at
you
that
at
time,
the
at that
time, at
present
that
time,
present
like they
time,
were
like they were
purposely doing
purposely doing
something?
something? At this time, no, because I wasn't aware. Like, we grew up in church and everything, but we was not aware of like voodoo and all that type of stuff. So I never once thought about like somebody was probably doing anything to me. I At that time I was like really starting to think like, okay, what is going on? Like all this bad luck has happened. I think I know that I was thinking about like, wow, like all this bad luck and stuff. And I did at one point start like looking at him. Like I'm like, well, shoot, like the hell, like why am I going through all this shit since I've been with him? It's been like one thing after another. So I remember like doing that, but then I just kind of like brushed it off because I'm the type of person that I fall down, I get back up. So I didn't focus more on the fall down. I was focusing more on like I had to get my shit back together. So I kind of like brushed it off. I think about like nothing that somebody was doing, and at that time I was like at the time he had a girlfriend, he had an ex that she used to do little stuff when she see us out at like parties and things, but nothing to the extreme of nothing that I would ever think of like she would be trying to like do anything intentionally towards me as far as like spiritually going. Um, but neither here or there. Long story short, I was in this relationship with him for approximately about 4 years. And in the 4 years, it went downhill, completely downhill. Like I would get back up, fall back off, get back up, fall back off. Like for 4 years, constantly, like just everything just kept like falling. I could not get back into the loop for nothing. And I used to always think about like what the you sometimes you do think like what the hell is going on, or like why is all this bad luck. But I still didn't know like what was going on. I didn't know, wasn't aware of what was really going on. You don't think about voodoo, because like I said, we didn't grow up with voodoo. You hear stuff, but I know nobody. I didn't know anybody personally that ever practiced voodoo. I ain't know anybody that's in our family that we just
Okay, stop
Okay,
right
stop
there.
right there.
Since you
Since
said
you
that,
said that,
when me and you
when
was
me and
growing
you
up,
was growing up,
would you ever
would you ever
consider me a
consider me
dark
a
witch?
dark witch? No.
Did any
Did any
signs,
signs,
symbols ever
symbols
show
ever show
you as
you as
me growing
me
up with
growing
you
up
show
with
you
you
that I
show
was
you
a
that I
witch?
was a witch? No. Like we used to see things spiritually as we were growing up, and then even as we became adults, we experienced little spiritual things, because basically we have we knew that we had callings on our life. So I never would think of you being like a dark witch or anything of that nature. Um,
But you
but you
did
did
witness like
witness like
if people come for me, things will
things
happen
what
to them.
happened to them. You said witness what?
When people
When
come for
people come
me,
for me,
things will
things
happen
what
to them.
happened to them. Yeah, but yeah, that was yeah, but we never thought about what that was or nothing like that.
Right.
Right. So
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 continue with your
continue with your
story.
story. So basically, I didn't know that anything I was under attack or anything. So we ended up having like a huge fight. And then the other part, let me mention this part too, because I think that this is important too. That even in the relationship itself, like we started off like we were like the relationship, the bond was like crazy. It was almost like we knew each other forever and we didn't know each other forever. So our relationship was like good. As time went on, it started getting like real crazy, um, different fights and cattiness, and I would see in his face. The night that we actually broke up, like I seen in his face, like he looked at like he was on something. He looked at like he was like on something. I even looked at him and was like, "What is wrong with you? Like, what is like?" He really looked like he was like on something, and it didn't dawn on me at that time because I know that he had been drinking. Finally, we had a big old breakup, and we broke up. Um, a month after we broke up, I'm in like Walmart's. I think, I was in Walmart's, and this lady didn't know the lady. She came to me and she was like, I can't talk to you now, but call me later. And she gave me her number, and I'm like looking at her, like, I didn't find that odd or abnormal because, like I said, I've always had a calling in my life, and I've been places and I've been to different churches, and they'll always there's someone there that's prophesizing to me about something or had a word from God. So I'm thinking like it's something like that, like it's like someone had a word from God, which basically it was a word from God, but it was in a different format that I was not used to at all. So I didn't call her right away. I waited and called her like a few days later. And then when I called her, that's where life as I knew it kind of changed for me because she let me know that there was someone that was doing dark magic on my life and that was doing love spells, binding spells, sex magic spells, chaos spells. Um, they were doing basically on our relationship for us to break up and different things. And that there was something that was on me. So I immediately got scared. I got real scared because, like I said, I never had no one doing voodoo and hoodoo. It was something new. And then when she said it, it was like I instantly felt it. Like I felt what she was saying on me. Like I can't. If anyone's ever been under spiritual attack, then you know what I mean. You'll know exactly what I'm saying. Like I felt it on me. Like I knew she wasn't lying, and then I knew she wasn't lying because when I look back at all of the things that were going on within that 4 year period, I just knew that you just your discernment, your intuition, your everything just basically tells you that you know that this is the truth. I felt it within my soul that what she was saying was exactly true. So I didn't at that time I didn't want to do anything that because like I said I grew up Christian and I believe in God and still to this day I do believe in God. I just have got I just tapped into my spiritual side a little bit more to be able to do spiritual work to be able to get move this energy away from me when I needed to move.
And
So
about
and
this
about this
time,
time,
because I know
because
you
I know
was
you was
going through your
going through
thing with
your
him.
thing with
About this
him.
time,
About this
I had
time, I had
started my
started my
YouTube channel
YouTube
doing
channel
the
doing the
tarot reading.
tarot reading. Yeah, and you was reading. So at that time, I started calling. That's when I really like started like tapping into it my sister because I knew that she was like she was into her spiritual thing, but I didn't really get too much into this with her because that was her spiritual thing, and I you know let her get into her her life that where her calling was. But at this time, I kind of like now I needed to know different things, so I started like calling her, and then I had another spiritualist that I got in contact with that I was between her and the gentleman. I would like call and ask different things because my main thing is I wanted to clear the energy, but I didn't want to do anything like I got scared when you started saying spells and like every person that like I talk to like you have to do a spell or I used to get scared when you use that terminology. I'm like, you think spell, think of darkness, you think of dark magic, you think of something that you got to put over. So when we started using the terminology spells and rituals, I kind of like got scared with that terminology because I'm like, I don't want to do anything that's going to like go against my religion, go against God. I didn't want to do anything that was gonna, go against God. Basically, that was my biggest thing. I was like, and that was the turmoil. I wanted this thing freed from me, but I just didn't want to do anything that was going to convict
Go
me.
against
Go
God.
against God. So I ended up do getting a spiritual cleansing, and it was the scariest thing in the world.
Describe to
And
the people, science, describe to the people how the spiritual cleansing go.
so basically, what I did is I explained to the guy. I was very, very verbal with him, letting him know that I didn't want to do no rituals. And when he had to check to see if what the lady was saying to me was true, because like you just don't do no work on people and you don't know if the work is they need the work first, or if or you need to know what type of work that you're doing. So, and that's how he explained it to me. So he checked, um and because he was he's a high priestess, and he's
High priest.
yeah, I mean a high
A man
priest.
is a high priest.
Yeah, he's a high priest, and he checked, and then upon him checking, he let me know that everything that the lady said was true. He went into more detail of what work the girl was doing. The lady was. He let me know who it was and everything. Like he was like exactly. He told me who it was. He told me that the guy that I was with, there was work that was being done on him the entire time. It was work before he got with me. It was She was doing work on him. So he, you know, came to me with work on him. And then while we were together, she was doing work on him, trying to get him to come back to her. And she was doing work on our relationship and doing work on me. She wanted me to lose all my money. She wanted me to lose my stability. She wanted me to the relationship to break up. She wanted us to have chaos and different things going on in our relationship so that we would break up. And she focused on that. She did love spells, come back to me spells, all type dark stuff. But she didn't just do stuff. She was doing dark stuff. Like she was sacrificing animals and doing grave magic. So that shit scared the fuck out of me. So excuse me, but I was
So that's what the high priest told you, that she was sacrificing animals like
was
birds and
like,
toads.
yeah, he said what she was doing was dark, dark stuff, and she had him like knotted up, like basically in a knot. So that's why he came back to her, because he felt like she made him feel like he she like when we had broke up. When we broke up, he must have had gotten in contact with her some type of way, and that's when it started to work. It was like coming to her, it wasn't working, but she was working on our relationship. It wasn't working to the extreme until actually when we broke up, and got in contact with her, and she was able to like he was getting food from her. She was putting stuff in the food, and make him, so that's how he ended up back with her. But the stuff that she was doing was real dark work. It was dark work. So I had to go and cleanse her from me. And what he did
So
is
just
that,
yeah, just
huh?
finish what he did. So
And
he told you all that. He
yeah,
told you
so
that it was
he was like,
sacrifices of
yeah,
animals.
that she sacrificed animals, and that was on him. But when it comes to me, she was basically just did stuff on my money. She did stuff on my stability, and she did stuff on our relationship. She ain't want us to be in. She wanted me not to have love, and then she just was focusing on the weirdest stuff with me. Like love spells, beauty spells, glamour magic. Like she was just health magic, death magic. She was doing a lot of stuff. And then she continued. Well, let me say about the cleansing. So he did a basic ritual where he did these herbs and he did these things. And once he completed the things, I had to go and take a salt bath with sugar in it. So I had to put a half a cup of salt and a half a cup of sugar in it, and I had to bathe in it. And while I was bathing in it, I had to pray. And I was scared. I was so scared. So I did that. He told me to do it a couple days.
So
Um,
okay. So how did
So
you
how
feel
did you feel
before
before
he did
he
that?
did
After
that?
he
After
told you
he
that,
told
how
you
did
that,
you?
how
I know you
I
said
know
you
you
was
said you were
scared
scared
and things
and
like
things
that,
like
but
that, but
how did you
how did
like
you like
actually feel
actually
like
feel like
before you
before
took
you took
the
the
the spiritual bath?
spiritual bath?
I felt it on me. Like I could feel the stuff, like the work that she was doing. I felt it. Like it was like I like okay, you. It was like a almost like an anxiety attack. I don't know if anyone has had an anxiety attack, like your mental anxiety attack, like your mind be like you be like freaking out, like anxiety. Like it felt like almost like an anxiety attack, but a mental anxiety attack on you. Like I used to get up and like freak out. I'd be like freaking out, like walking around. You feel like you're about to like pass out, but you're not passing out. That type of thing. It felt almost like that on me. Once I knew that it was there, I like I was freaking out too. So I know a lot of it was like I felt the heaviness of what was there, but I felt like I was internally freaking out because when nobody wants something on them that is dark magic and
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
different
Thank
things
you for
that
Thank you
the
for the
membership.
membership.
you don't know about. Like I was unaware of this stuff, and I ain't know nothing about this stuff. Did not know about dark magic, did not know about spiritual work, none of this stuff. I knew about God. I knew about praying. I knew about the Holy Ghost. I knew that you go in the water and you get up. That's baptizing you. I know that's what I knew about. So he did it, and when he did it, the night that he did it.
Go
The
ahead,
night
get
Go
it
ahead,
out.
get it out.
So the night that he did it, it
He
was
trying
like
not to
Try
cry,
not to
y'all.
cry,
Look,
y'all. Look.
it was a Friday night. So I went. He didn't tell me not to drink or anything, and I thought that okay, my ignorance in this, I thought that he cleansed me. Ooh, it'd be you know, I'll feel a little, maybe a little whoop, and then it's over with. That wasn't it. He cleansed me. I went out that night. I drank. I got drunk, and I that whole night when I came in, I was like woozy. I was drunk, but I was woozy because I was going through the cleansing at the same time, and I wasn't aware. So I was like, "Ooh," the whole night. So the next day, I woke up and I did all the steps that he said. I did it for a couple days, and I completely felt the release. I felt it was like the release of it. I felt clean. I felt cleared. I felt good. Finally, I was like feeling good. And 8 days after I did the cleansing, I found an apartment. So immediately things started falling in place right after I did the cleansing, like immediately, like no stops. Um, but as the journey kept continue as I continued on in this journey, I started like calling my sister more because I knew that she didn't stop. Because I used to the spiritualist, me and him became like real close because I used to call him asking like questions because he let me know, he made me fully aware like that she wasn't stopping. Like she was still trying to do work. She was going to continue to do work because the which she used to do she used to do divinations on me and him. So she knew that this was my twin. So she knew that basically what she was trying to do is make it so that he don't come back. He don't come back over here. She knew that how he felt about me from whatever divinations that she did. So she wanted to make it so that he don't come back. And so for him not to come back, she wanted to make sure that I didn't have money, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a place to stay. I was homeless, poor. I was sick. I was crazy. You name it. I was ugly. She did beauty spells and all kinds of stuff. She just was doing the most. She wanted me to. She did spells for me to have car accidents. She did spells for me. Like the lady, I don't know. I just don't know. People just do things for men and for whatever jealousy, envy, whatever the reasons is, and you deal with these magic things, and you just doing stuff that you to people that has never done anything to you. Like I've never done, and even still to this day, like now I'm like I used to, like I said, I was starting to say, I used to talk to the spiritualists a lot because I wanted to learn things. Because now I'm aware of what you're doing, and I used to talk to my sister a lot, asking her questions and having her check different things, and we, learning different things. And then finally one day, my sister just looked at me and she was like, "Well, you gotta tap in now. I'm not gonna help you no more. I'm not gonna. This is like you know how to like. You gotta tap in spiritually and do what you need to do to make sure that you keep your energy clear and that you know that you protect yourself." And basically, from that, I just learned how to spiritually protect myself with spiritual baths and how to, cleanse my energy, how to move the energy. I started learning different things from talking to her, talking to the spiritualist, learning stuff on my own, researching different things, and I'm gonna say talking to God because a lot of the stuff that I do, a lot of the stuff that I did to move the energy, it was God just teaching me different things and showing me different things to do to move the energy and to get her out my energy because she's never stopped. She still continues to do it. It's just that now she's not effective with it because she can't do things that she was able, like she was able to make me lose stuff and do different things before. Now she's not able to do that because one, I'm aware that she's spiritually attacking me, and two, I'm able to protect myself now because now I'm fully aware of what's going on and what is being done.
So
So
let me stop right there. So at the same time, she's going
she's
through
going
this.
through this.
I'm going
I'm
through it.
going through it.
We're going to do
We're
the
going through
same
the
thing.
same thing.
We probably was at
Probably
the
was at
same
the
thing,
same
like me
thing, like
losing
me
shit,
losing
somebody
shit,
want me to
somebody
lose
want to
shit,
lose it.
my
My
car,
car, or
we
you
basically going through
basically
the
going through the
same. Ain't
same.
no
Ain't no
way
way
that me and
that
my
me and my
sister got to
sister got
get
a wig
attached to
attached
us
to us
at the
at
same
the same
time.
time.
But the
But the
difference is,
difference is
I started
I
on my
started on my
journey
journey
early
early
by starting
by
my
starting my
YouTube
YouTube
page,
page.
even didn't even know
Didn't
I was
even know
being
I was
attacked
being
by a
attacked
dark
by a
witch,
dark witch.
and started
And
being,
started being,
get into my
get into my
spiritual
spiritual
awakening,
awakening,
teaching,
teaching,
things like
things
that.
like that.
To see
To see
how
how
divine
divine
guides
guides
things,
things,
guides to
guides to
get you on
get
your
you on your
path
path
to help
to help
somebody else
somebody else
get through it.
get
So
through it.
about
So about
this
this
time,
time,
we both
we
going to
both
do
going through
attack
attack
from a
from a
doppelganger. Oh,
doppelganger.
we'll
Oh,
get to the
we'll get to the
doppelganger part.
doppelganger part.
Go ahead and get to
Go
the
ahead and get to the
doppelganger part.
doppelganger part.
Creepy.
Creepy.
So after
So
you
after
start
you
doing your
start doing
spiritual
your spiritual
bath and you
fast
started
and you
feeling
started
better,
feeling
a little
better,
bit
a little
better,
bit better, yeah,
you
you
still go
still
to the
go
club,
to the club, I was still
seeing the
going out.
seeing the
Seeing the
person.
person. Yeah,
You
and
can tell
you can
about
tell
all the
about
things
all
that
the
was
things that was
happening
happening
around
around
you
you
after you started
after you
cleansing
started
your
cleansing
energy
your
too.
energy too. So I was seeing the person, and I was starting to notice that I'll be in the house, and I'll put on a like I and this is the thing, I'm buying outfits, I'm ordering outfits online, and I'm having outfits being delivered, and I'm planning pre-planning what outfits I'm going to wear because I would sit and like I go out on the weekend, so I like to and especially at this time I was going through my spiritual
She
healing
the
journey.
party
She the
freak.
party freak. Yes, and I
That's the
was
party
that's the
freak.
party freak. Going
That's the
out.
one that
That's the one
grabbed
that
me out
dragged
to
me
go to the
out to go to
club.
the club. So I'm still going out, and I'm still, um, and mind you, when I would go out, I would see him and her together. I would go out, and she would have on the same colors I would have on. She would be, I wear, and then it was like one day I came in with pink. The next day she came in with pink. Then one weekend I came in with red. She came in with red. Sometimes we walk in there because they would do matching colors. They would be wearing matching colors all the time, always wearing matching colors to make it look like they were a couple. So sometimes I end up coming in there and I have on the same colors they have on, looking like I was a part of them. And then everyone, mind you, everyone in the place that we go to, the spot that I go to, they know that I was with him. They know that I was in a relationship with him because this is a spot that we all go to, so it's not everyone knows everybody there, so they knew that I was with him. So sometimes I'm walking in there and we have on the same colors. That's because she's you know coming into my house and coming into my dreams and coming in my mirror, like doing different things, like monitoring spirits and different things she was trying to do to attack me spiritually. um it was
So
you
it's
know
just
So
like
it's
I
just like I
said
said,
when you
when
called
you
me one
called me
time and
one
I
time and
said,
I said,
when I think
when I
about a
think about a
hairstyle,
hairstyle,
my
my
doppelganger ended up
doppelganger
having one the
having
next
one the
day.
next
The
day.
same
The
exact
same exact
hairstyle.
hair.
So that's
So
like
that's like
monitoring
monitoring
spirit.
food. Well, now she wears like she. It's like now everything that she's been doing to me has backfired on her, and I learned how to move the energy and send it back. And a lot of the things that I see that she looks like she look crazy. she, she has like it's just like the things that she meant, like the relationship is, I hear the stories and you hear people talk about how like they fight, they argue. So basically everything that she wanted from me her is now hers, and it's circled back around tenfold. And the energy is pretty, like, I used to know when she's like she likes the full moon. She plays with the moon. She loves the full moon. Any full moon or any new moon, it got to the point where I started hating when it was about to be a full moon, because when it's a full moon coming on, when it's a full moon, you know.
But I used
But
to
I
tell
used to tell
you,
here she
but I
goes.
used
Here
to
she
tell
goes,
you, you
Harry
have to
Potter. You have to
protect
protect
yourself.
yourself.
You got to
You
be a
got to
10
be a
steps
10
ahead of
steps
them. You
ahead
got
of
to
them. You
start
got to
doing
start
your
doing
shit,
your
your
shit, your
affirmations and
I
shit.
did. So that's
Get
why
that
I
shit
hated
in
the
before
full
they
moon.
start
I
doing their
saw
shit.
her. I'm like, here come the full moon. Now I gotta go do all this work again, because here come Harry Potter. Oh, Harry Potter
Oh,
will
craft
come
that.
and come and do some stuff. So it's like I always had to be, and even now, like, but it then it used to be strong because like I can feel her when she's doing things. I'm like, okay, let me go do this work because here she is, kind of knocking, trying to.
So now
Because
it's
now
like
it's like
the,
trying
the
to punch.
energy
The
lighten
energy
up.
lighten up.
Now,
Now,
basically, you saying
basically,
the
you saying
energy
the
lighten
energy
up a
lighten
little
up a
bit
little
since
bit.
you know
So
what's
what
going
was going
on,
on,
and you
and
dealt
you
with
deal
two
with two
stimulus that was
that
keeping
was
you on
keeping you on
point,
point.
you
You
know.
know,
And
and
now it's like
now it's like
it's not
it's
funny
not
about
funny
what you're
about what
going
you're
through
going
because
through, because
we're
we're
empaths. We don't
empaths. We
want
don't
people to
want
go
people to
through
go
it.
through it.
But if you
But if
send
you
it,
send it,
it's just like
it's
that
just
movie,
like
The
that movie, The
Craft. You're
Craft.
gonna get
You're
what
gonna
you
get what
send
you
out a
send out a
hundredfold.
hundredfold. You send it, I'm
So
gonna send it
basically,
So
it's
back.
like
Basically, it's like
you make
you
fun
make
now
fun
of it.
now
You can
of
make
it.
fun
You
of
can
it
fun of it
now. You
now.
might
You
cry
might
every
cry
now and then
every now
because
and
of
then
the
because of the
trauma,
trauma,
because it do
because it
cause
do
a lot of
cause a
trauma.
lot of
That's why
trauma.
I
That's
asked
why
you
I
to
asked
do
you
it.
to do it.
Mind work
Mind work
too,
too.
not just the
Not just the
spiritual work, but you got
spiritual
to
work, but
work
you
on
got to
your
work on
mind
your
because it
mind,
do
because it
cause
do cause
trauma.
trauma. Yeah, I was listen, I used to, right now I'm laughing, and Michelle could tell you, when I was going through this, it was not a laughing matter. I used to cry to her. Like, it was Like, I used to always cry and be like, why is she doing this to me? I'm not attacking her. I'm not doing anything to her. I'm not interfering with her relationship in no kind of way. I don't send nothing to her. Even all the stuff that she sent to me, wanting me dead, I've never one time sent anything to her to harm her.
Just
I've
protection
only
stuff,
sent back.
protection.
I've
Yeah.
just done protection work and I've sent back the energy that was sent to me. That's the only thing I've ever done. I've never sent any type of anything, nothing. And I can, and I know how to do it. I learned how to do a lot of stuff now because I had to learn stuff because learning stuff, not even knowing you learn this stuff because I just wanted to be able to protect myself and to move this energy. And now it's like when the moons and stuff come. Before I would be feeling her when I could like get effect. Like I used to get up and be like, oh, my body. Let me go get in this. Like now I don't have to go through that no more. Now I can. Now I know what to do. That when you attack, I'm sending it back. I'm sending it right back to you. Like, just leave me alone, and you won't get it back. But you're not getting nothing you're not getting anything that I'm personally sending to you. I'm sending back the energy because it's not my energy. It is your energy. And that energy is going to rest with you. I'm not keeping nobody's energy that is not of my own. And you're not going to project energy to me. You're not going to keep on sending love spells, binding spells, and all these spell works and trying to affect my money and all this stuff and think that you're gonna live this good life and have all this money and all. No, and you're not gonna siphon my energy to get stuff off of. No, you're gonna get your own energy and that's what you're gonna rest with. So I laugh now and I say different things like I call her Harry Potter and different things because because it's like you doing all this and you're still not winning. And the thing, you got the man, but what do you really have? Are you happy? Are y'all in a happy, loving relationship? No, he still wants to leave you every week. So what really do you have? And but neither here or there. People choose to do what they do, but with what people don't realize, with every action, there's a reaction. So everything has a consequence behind it. So I'm not here to, and nobody else is here to take anyone what they're sending. I'm not gonna take nothing that's being sent to me. That's not my energy. And karma. That's how karma works. You reap what you sow, and everything you sow, you shall reap. So that's your energy. You keep it. So it was a lot of stuff. Like she was sending entities. Like I didn't even know you could buy an entity. I learned a lot of stuff. I'm like, you could go and actually go to a practitioner and buy an entity and send it to somebody.
So you
Like,
remember
why
when
would
you
you want to do
so
that?
you
Why
remember
would
when you
you?
called me, right? And you sent the picture of her home, right? And
I
what did I
forgot.
tell you I seen
I said
around her
car.
home?
It was the car. It was the
The
car.
car in the home.
Yeah, yeah.
And what did I tell you I seen around the car in the home?
It was a lot of entities, a lot of demons, a lot of them, a lot. And I see them every time I go in there and I look in the back. You can see her horn, these little things out of her head. Like you can see, like it's to the point now where you can see them on her. You can see them on. And let me just say, to everybody, like that is one of my gifts that I had from church, going to church, being in church spiritually in church. That I'm a seer. I could see like different things, spirits, like different spirits and stuff. So when I look in the back, when we're in the club and stuff, you can see the things on her head. You can see the little antlers and different things. Like I guess it's the succubus. I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call it is the
Succubus.
succubus because you can see like the little they like little thing. You can just see the demons on her, and it's just crazy. Um, I don't know what else you want me to tell. I made it without crying. I'm so proud of
He
myself.
still cried. Still cried. And he still boo. She's older than me. She's a year older than me, and I barely cry.
I can't help it. That's just a part of my personality. I'm very what they call them. I'm an empath. I guess that's what they call me. An
Hmm.
empath. I feel emotions. I've always been like this. I can't help it. And this wasn't like I'm talking about it freely now because it's been 2 years. I've been healing. I've been going through the spiritual journey, and God has, oh my gosh, helped me so much in this journey that if I did not have the spiritual team around me, if God did not allow my sister, this guy, to to be there, to help me through the first phases of it, and then the second phase of it, I
Now
had to
I'm
get
gonna cry.
the second phase of different things. I don't know if I would have been able to get through this. The biggest thing to this is that I'm gonna cry probably now because there's a lot of people if you go on TikTok or you go on YouTube and you look at different stories of people that have been attacked demonically or people that die and they die suspiciously and no one knows and people be suspicious of different things, and you gotta know that to be able to survive spiritual attacks of to the nature of if I've told y'all all of the stuff that this lady has sent to me spiritually, all of these rituals, everything that she sent, trying to destroy me over a man that I had no contact with
Oh
after
yeah,
he
it
died.
was something else that was suspicious too, because it happened to me too. While I was working a job and her job, you know, the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Remember when we was on the phone and somebody and you applied for a job and you was already at the job and somebody called you and said we don't no longer need you all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was she was spiritually attacking me. Like I was still losing things. I was it was just weird stuff that was
Weird shit.
happening that I knew it was her. I knew it was the stuff that because like I said, one of the main things that the spiritualist told me that she's been trying to do is to keep this man. Her main focus is that she wanted to keep this man from me. So one of the things that she felt like to keep this man from me is that she had to keep me homeless, she had to keep me without money, my stability messed up. Like she was really focused on, and still
Oh,
to this day, those
and
things.
don't forget, go to the school and say you have a deadly disease.
Yeah, I don't that part. I haven't. But I know that she's probably there's rumors and different things of that she's definitely been saying. She talked. You could tell. I know that she's talked about me because we have mutual friends that she's said different things and um you know, but she hides the work that she's been doing. She's not she'll say something and then hide the work that she's been doing. So, you know, I'm sorry.
She'll be back. Crazy. The extreme these dark witches go through, man. I mean, but at the same time, my sister was going through it. I already was going through it, so it was meant for me to go through so I could help her through it.
Guys, that was my
And it was
phone.
like we was at the same stage of it. Like now that it's easing up a little bit,
It's easing
No.
a lot. Like not a little bit. Let me give God the praise, because God, thank God, thank God, thank God. Like I said, I could have been out of here. And I just thank God that for the protection, for God's protection over my life and over like the attacks that was coming, like my spiritual team. Think I just be so when I sit back and think about like all of the work that she's been doing, because like she's been doing like heavy work. She's been paying a lot of money to keep me stuck, and she's been paying a lot of money to keep him stuck with her. To keep him with her, she's been paying a lot of money, and like this is like, and she's still doing this stuff. It's not, she hasn't stopped. I just was, I just have learned how to get her out my energy, because I'm like, I'm no longer attached to him. Like so it's a little bit more difficult for her to be able to access me, as I'm not attached to her, to him either. I don't have any communication. I don't have any contact with him, so it's not as easy for her to be able to um, attack me. But what else do you want me to tell you about? Because
Would you
I
say
would
that
you
she
say
was
that she was
sending people to you?
sending? Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Like she would send like I was in okay, so one of the times I was in our little spot um and it was these um African guys. It was like a group of like, let me see, it was like five of them, I want to say maybe five, a group of five of them. And I was where I was. Um, one of them, he he okay. So I was dancing with one of them, and no, I didn't dance with one of them. I didn't dance with them, but I saw them, and then they came over, and they like they were talking to me, and they was like offering me a drink. I don't think I allowed them to buy the drink. I don't know, but I like kind of like moved around dancing, and I like looked over, and one of the guys that was talking to me, I saw him over there like talking to her. And so I felt that that was kind of weird. So I'm like they talking. So I just kept it in my Memorex and just continued on with my night. And I'm like in a different little spot in the club as the night went over, and this other girl, random girl, came over to me, and she was like, she was like, "You are so pretty. I have a guy." No, she was like, "I have my best friend. I want to introduce you to my best friend. I think that you would be so perfect for him. I think that you would be so perfect." So I'm like looking at her like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What?" So she's like, "Yeah, you would be perfect." So she's like, hold on, let me get him." So she turns around and goes to grab the hand of the guy that was talking to this girl and brings him over to me and was like, went to go introduce him. And I was like, because I wouldn't touch him. I was like, "I'm okay." I said, "Thank you, though. Y'all have a good night." I would not let him touch me, and I walked off. So I knew that spiritually she was trying to send him to be able to spiritually attack me. And it was different things at different times that went on just similar, just like that, throughout this little journey, that she was trying. Um, it didn't work. It didn't work because you know God is good, and yeah. So
The
the
same
same
thing that
thing
God
that God
does
has
to
done
me,
to me,
send
then
him. And the reason
and the
why you
reason
try to
why
do
you
is to
try to
attack you
attack
again
you
once you
again
start
once you
cleansing
start
out
cleansing
your
out your
energy.
energy.
They don't feel
They
your
don't feel
energy
your
no more.
energy
They
no
think
more.
you
They
tapping.
tapping.
And
And
then next thing you
then
know,
next
they
thing
want
you
to
know,
kill
they want to
somebody
kill
that they
somebody
already
that they
dealt
already
with.
dealt with.
Tell them to get your
Tell them to get
energy
your
and you can
energy
go
and
back
you
to
go
them
back
and give
to
them
them and
your
give them your
energy.
energy.
You know,
You know,
your
your
fluids or
fluids
whatever
or
the hell
whatever
it
the
is
hell
that
it
they
is
use
you use
to
to
attach
attach
themselves
themselves
to
Well,
you
to
yeah.
you
again.
again.
You know,
You
that's why
know,
y'all
that's
got to
why
be
y'all got to
aware.
be
I be
weird.
telling
I
y'all,
be
be
talking
aware,
about being
men
aware,
and
men
women,
and women.
to be aware
Be
about
aware
that
about that
because once
because
you
once
clear
you
out the
clear
energy,
out
they're
the
gonna
energy,
keep
they're gonna keep
flying.
flying.
So you gotta be
You gotta be
careful who
careful
you'll just
you'll
feel it
just
like if
feel it
it's
like
sent
it's
to you.
sent to you.
You
You
know,
know,
you will feel
you will
that
feel that
like somebody
like
was
somebody
sent.
was sent.
Well, yeah. Now I'm very tapped in, so I use my discernment and intuition to with a lot of things because I don't want to ever experience this. I've never in my life ever experienced this, and I don't want to ever experience it again to this extent. Now I know that life is life, and we don't have any control over different things. Our journeys is our journeys, and it serves the purposes that it serves. But it was not. This was a hard journey because not only with this particular journey was I having to deal with. I was dealing with a breakup. I was going through a heartbreak of a breakup, like of a relationship, coming out of a relationship that someone I was with for 4 years that I was in love with, crazy in love with, and then on top of that, having to deal with someone that's spiritually attacking you and you don't know anything about it and you're trying to learn what's going on and you don't want to do you grew up in church, so it's like certain things you like you're unaware of, and they're like, well, if you do this, and then the words ritual and like spells, that those things scared me. um so it was like I just had to, a lot of it lean on, I did a lot of prayer, and I, prayed to God and like show him to show me and then I, my sister, asking her a lot of different things of what to do, because she knows that I didn't want to do anything that was going to, go against, you know, my relationship with God. That was my main thing. And right now, as I stand, I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and she knows this. But I also believe in, you know, protecting myself spiritually. So it's a lot of things that I've learned that I've integrated it into my spiritual journey with God. This has allowed me to actually become closer to God as well because um, you pray more and make you pray more and make you, your journey a little bit more tighter with him, and makes you a little bit aware of stuff. It makes you get into your word and learn different things more. It makes you learn different things. Like I learned about herbs and different things that you could do to naturally clean things. Like God, what God put here on the earth, that you don't have to go. I don't have to go take and chop a chicken head off and put blood every. I don't have to do. I don't have to do certain things because I know. you know, I can do stuff that, like my sister said, light work, different things that, herbs and different stuff, and, praying and setting your intentions, and, things that was biblical, things that God did in the Bible, things that, that we have here that's for us, resources that we have for us to be able to move the energy, because at the end of the day, it seems like, and for me, like I used to say to Michelle, when I was in the midst of this, like when this was in the bubble of it, I used to be crying and I was like, why I gotta go through this? I don't want to go through this. And how do she get to win? And she get to do all these things, and she's winning, and I don't do anything to, I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not out here doing stuff to people. I don't live my life bothering people. Like, you go through that, and it's like, and sometimes it makes it feel like that the devil is bigger than God. But then you got to remember that the devil is not bigger than God. And that everything is for a reason. And sometimes we go through things, and that's your testimony, that's your test. And for whatever reason, that God is bringing you to a place that you, where He's trying to elevate you, spiritually, to bring you to. I've always known, and Michelle, as well, that we were called, and we grew up in church, so we been hearing this all our lives. I had, spiritual gifts that I could see different things, and I used to get scared about them. So I used to not. So I I was very I,
Boys
I
growing
was
up,
yes, I was
I used to
very
see things too.
I was very scary, and my sister could tell you, like, I used to be so scared to see stuff. Like, my sister tried to show me the picture. She was like, "Look at this picture. Look." When we were looking at the demons that was around the girl's car, she's like, "Look, Tiny, look." And I tapped on the picture to look. Now, I sent her the picture. I'm the one who sent the picture to her, but I didn't look at the demons. I just sent her the picture. And she said, "Look, Tanya." So I tapped on the picture for a second just to look, and then I tapped right off because I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to see no more of this. I don't want to see this." So,
I was
and
like,
that's,
there's one thing you gonna let
I
the
was like,
window
I don't
here.
want. I believe you. I'm like, I believe you. I want to see it. So I could, like, we both have that gift that we can see it spiritually. Like, I can see people in the spirit world, and I used to get scared doing that when I was growing up. So it's like I stopped myself from doing it. Now it's like I just had to get a little bit more, like, a little bigger balls, because it's like, Tanya, you this is what it is now. You gotta tap in. And my sister was saying this to me. I was like, I don't want to tap in. I'm like, I don't want to tap in. What does that mean? I don't want to do stuff. I don't want to be doing things spiritually. I don't want to be in the spiritual world doing stuff. I don't want to see stuff. I don't want to be seeing this stuff. But unfortunately, in order for me to be able to clean this energy and to clear her out my path, and whoever else she had working with her, because it wasn't just her working, she had different ones, because she was a kitchen witch. So she did a
No,
lot of her work. A lot of her work, she pulled it from people. She probably went on TikTok, was like, "Let me try this and see if this works, because this got to work." Everything at this point in time, right now, she like, "Shit, this ain't work. So let me put a pinch. I gotta add a little bit more pinch of salt." She probably right now is trying to be like, "Let me put a little pinch of salt with a pinch of vinegar, a little bit more, because this
no,
all this
Tanya,
shit."
do you remember when you were growing up? And I used to come from elementary school. I used to tell you that I always see this lady in granddaddy window.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember that. Remember, we used to see the angels up in the air, up in the sky when we was young, and we used to be looking out the window and we seeing the angels. Like, we've always knew that we had spiritual gifts, but whoa, and we could do spiritual things. And like, my sister is honestly the reason why I had to really, like, tap into my spiritual side and be able to move. Like, I've learned so much about myself, and I'm pretty sure she's probably calling me a witch at this point, because I was
Oh
able to
well.
stop. I'm
They're
able
gonna
to
call you
stop
pretty
her
for
and
protecting yourself.
move her energy. But I'm definitely not a witch. I'm definitely not one to do anything. I'm never ever wanted to do anything to harm anybody. I would never do anything to her. Even with her doing all that she's done, like I could very well do some
My
stuff to
sister
her. My
is like,
sister's like,
she like
she like
taking
taking
kids.
kids,
She do stuff
do
like
stuff
that. She'll
like
take a
that. She'll
people's
take a
kids, take care of
yeah,
them.
like I don't have a
You
desire.
know,
Like I love people, and and that's the part that I think that's the biggest thing that this whole thing has done to me. It's like it made me look at it made me start to look at people differently. Like, whereas, you look at people and you think of the good in people and that you think that there's good out here and that you don't want to believe that people are evil to the core and that they would do things to you when you've never ever like I don't know this lady. The only thing that I've ever done is dated someone that she dated. But I don't personally know her. She don't personally know me. She can't tell you nothing personal that she knows. The only thing personal she probably could tell you is what he tells her or whatever our we have mutual people that we know, but they don't even really know me on a personal level. So for you to be doing all these spells and all this stuff trying to destroy someone's life that you don't even know. You don't know me. So I find that and then to walk past me every time I see you and think that I don't know what you've done and you act like you try to stay you try doing all these spells to stay hidden under the moon. You want and that's the biggest coward part I feel. Like if you bold enough to throw a spell, be bold enough to stand behind the spell that you're throwing. Because anything that I do, I'm not hiding that I'm doing it. I'm not hiding that I'm protecting myself. I'm not hiding to you that I'm sending whatever back to you. I will let you know clearly. Yes, I sent everything you sent to me back to you. So when you start having those towers in your own life, you'll know that it's the stuff that I sent back to you. Now, I'm not gonna send you because I don't want my life to be built on karma. So no, I'm not gonna send no spell to you. I'm not gonna send some stuff to you, and I can, but I'm. Why would I do that? I don't want my life to be built on karma or built on things that I will be no better than you if I do what you do. If I send you spell work because you sent me spell work, what makes me different from you? That means I'm just
right.
like right. You. My heart is as evil as yours, and I'm not evil. And nor would I allow one person or four people, because it's a team of them. That's oh yeah, it's a team of them that's against me.
A
That
coven.
that does this work. Like she goes, I don't know if she and her, other kitchen witches, they get together and they put stuff in the pot together and they do it and they chant and run around butt naked. But 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 it's four of them, and I know it's four of you. So while y'all running around butt naked, just put your clothes on and just know that the karma is gonna come back to you. Just know. And when it comes back, do not act like or pretend like it was me, because I'm sending back everything you sent to me until you do right by me.
Or
Or
you know you
you
done
know you
fucked
done
up,
fucked
right?
up, right?
You know you
You
done
know you
fucked
done
up.
fucked up. So, so yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah. I don't know what else I can tell you. I made it through this without actually.
You
You
cried like
cried like
3 times,
3 times,
child.
child.
I
That's
cried
okay. I
once.
cried once. That's okay. I would have if this was. I'm to the point. I've came a long way because if this was 2 years ago, Michelle, you remember I cried every time we talked on that phone. I was like, Michelle, check my energy.
until I got to
until
the
I got
point
to
where
the
I
point
said,
where I
now you
said,
gotta
now
do
you
the
gotta
rest
do
of
the rest of
your
your
I still didn't. I didn't get no cars though. I ain't do that part. I'm like, no, I'm not doing.
she
I'm
she
not.
She
I told her to
I
get a
told her
deck
to get
of
a deck
cards,
of cards.
Yeah,
you
she told
know,
me
so
get
she
a
No,
can
deck
do
of
she
cards
her
because
own
you got your
energy.
own energy, and I just feel like certain things is for me and certain things is not. And one thing that is I do receive that I've been doing is I realize that I am I'm very much into the herbs and the herbalists and the baths and the cleansings and
She's the
different
She's
things.
the
herbalist.
herbalist.
Yes, I'm definitely into that, and I realize that that is a part of my calling. I realized that early because I was able to like, and still to this day, I don't know, and I felt when I moved the energy. I don't even know how I did it, but I remember when I moved her energy out of my energy, and I felt it move, and from that day, it's been moved. I She definitely tries to you know do different things. I know when she's coming because, like I said,
Like Jason Michael
every
Michael
Myers.
Myers.
every full moon, every new moon, she is like clockwork. And I don't know why people, but I guess it's the demonic um, psychosis that goes on in people's minds that you see the person, you see her out and about, and you look at and you remember the spells, you know the spells that you sent towards her, and you know that they're not working, but you continually do the work. You continually do. So when you see that they're not working, where do you think that that stuff is going back to? It's coming back to you. So I don't know why she continues to do it, but she does. Over this man,
That you're not
and
That you're
even
not
with.
even with.
I'm not with
That
him
you're not
right
That
even
you're
now.
not
thinking
even
about.
thinking about.
At this point, no. Maybe in the beginning I was, missing him, but even in the beginning I wasn't saying I wanted him back. I just was missing him. And that was rightfully so. We were just broken up. But at this point of this journey, I'm so comfortable in my own skin. I've been single for 2 years, in my home for 2 years, doing things for myself for 2 years. I am so comfortable in my own skin. I'm so happy. I'm in a very happy place, a very healed place. I'm in my soft girl era. I'm not thinking about him. He gonna be worse off than he got all them demons on him that he got in that house with her. He gonna be worse off than he was when I was with him. Why would I? I would have to give him an exorcism, and I have to
About to be
spend.
About to
running
be
out the
running
house
out the
butt
house
naked
butt
from all
naked
them
from all
demons
them
taking
demons
No,
his
taking
ass.
his ass.
I'm not doing all of that. But I would have to ask you, and I don't know how to do an exorcism. I haven't gotten that deep
You
into
did
this
an
You
yet.
did an
exorcism.
exorcism.
Huh?
You
You
actually did an
actually did an
exorcism. That's what
exorcism. That's
Yeah,
you're
what
but
you're
supposed to do
supposed to
an
do.
exorcism.
he gonna need more than me, more than that. He gonna need a dip, a redip, a burn. A, he, we might have to put him under the fire and bring him back up because whatever
Hmm.
he is over there, all that stuff. Mm-mm. But yeah,
Crazy.
Crazy.
This be
This
all
be
over a
all over a
man.
man.
Wow.
Wow.
That you don't
That
even
you don't
want.
even want.
a man that's not even treating you well. He ain't even
Right?
treating
Right?
you good. Like
They do
They
all
do
this
all
crazy
this
work.
weird work.
Cutting
Cutting
crows,
crows,
cutting
cutting
chickens,
chickens,
you
you
know,
know,
doing all this
doing all this
crazy
crazy
stuff,
stuff,
mixing up
mixing up
stuff. So
stuff. So
it's
it's
weird. It's
weird. It's
weird. It's
weird.
like
It's
we
like
ain't
we
even
ain't even
thinking about
thinking
these
about these
people.
people.
That's weird.
That's weird.
you running around butt naked, like yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Hey,
Well, you know
well, you
what?
know what?
You're gonna end up
You're gonna end
having
up
your
having your
game
game
if you don't
if you don't
mind.
mind.
Like,
Like,
Shit,
you know,
anytime.
and
I
you
want
gonna
you
and
to
go
you
know
gonna
on
go on
your
your
healing
healing
journey
journey
along with
along
you.
with you.
Just to
Just to
know
know
you got
you got
support. You
support.
got
You
support
got
from
support
me.
from me.
You
You
know,
know,
even though I
even though
told
I
you
told
later
you
on, because
later
that's
on,
what
because
I was
that's what I
dying
was
to
dying
tell
to
you.
tell you.
You have
You
to
have
tap
to
into
tap into
yourself
yourself
I'm
But
glad you did
now,
because I really did tap in, and it made me. By you telling me to tap in, it made me have to be. It had me. I had to strengthen myself because I had to not be scared about certain things. And like I told you, I'm really scared. I'm scary. So
hmm
I'm scary of anything of the spiritual world. So it made me to be less scary and to type, tap in, and I had to do it. I had to, and it taught me how to fight, because I
and
had to
not
fight.
only
And not
that,
only that,
you
you
found your
found your
journey,
journey,
which is
which is
herbalism.
herbalism. Yes. So I will be getting deeper into that. I've been, I told you that I want to do the crystals, making of the bracelets, the different things I want to tell you. So I will get into that, and we, meaning me and you, we're gonna figure out some, stuff to help people spiritually, um, with cleansing this thing, because it's like one of the things, like I said, remember I told you that I don't know if I said it to you, that the gentleman said to me, the high priest said that time, he was like, you would be surprised how many people is walking around with stuff on them and they don't even know. And
hmm
that kind of like amazes me, because we take for granted that, we don't know what people be doing. Like, this is the only person that I've known of that did this stuff, but who's to say that she's the only person that ever did this to me, that ever sent me, you know, voodoo. People get mad and send spell work all the time to different people. Like, you don't know love spells and different things that people be cuckoo in their head. And we don't know what people be doing, but we need to know how to cleanse
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 ourselves.
ourselves once we know that there's something there, and keep us spiritually clean. And not only that, we have to remember that we are a shell. We are made of the spirit. So everything starts with the spirit world first. And no
hmm
matter how much we don't, like, I don't want to be in that spiritual aspect of things, because it opens you up to realizing that where we are at life, like, people are not always, good people. There's a lot of dark people. There's a lot of people that practice a lot of things that are not of God, or not good. Not saying, and nothing against anyone that does spiritual work for whatever reason, whatever type of spiritual work you do. As long as you're checking and making sure that there's justice, like, these people not that she's going to, they're not checking to make sure that what she's doing is justified. And anything that you do, you have to be justified in what you're doing. You can't just go put stuff on people just because you want to put stuff on people. You got to be justified in the stuff that you're doing. And as long as you're using your knowledge and you're doing what you need to be doing, as you calling yourselves high priest or high priestess or practitioners or
But
warlocks or
see, that's the
wars or
difference.
witches, with a,
You have
you
dark
have
high
dark high
priestess,
priestess,
light high
light high
priestess,
priestess,
dark high
dark high
priest.
priest.
That's what they
That's what
there
they
for, to
there
do
for.
dark work.
Yes, but even if you dark, you still gotta check. You still
Yep.
supposed to check. So you're not supposed to be doing work without checking first to make sure that it's justified. You people be coming. That's like me coming to you, be like, listen, Michelle, I want you to turn this girl into a chicken. I just want her to be a chicken because I want her to be a chicken. Not no reason. You don't know. Like, if I'm like, I come to you and be like, I want her to be a chicken because I'm tired of her being, in my face all the time.
hmm
That's not justified. Like, you don't know why I want her to be a chicken. I want her to be a chicken because I could be jealous of this girl.
hmm
I could be jealous. So you go do the work, turning the girl into a chicken, and a whole time she ain't never did nothing to me to deserve it. So
Right.
things have to be justified. And that's the thing, and
Right.
that's all this. It boils down to this: like you have to be justified in what you're doing. You can't go around here just doing and putting things on people without being. And anything that takes away someone's free will is never right, whether you dark or light. Like you're taking away like love spells. I will never ever 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 be for a love spell that is forced upon someone that don't even love the person that they're with. I will never be up for that because you're taking away someone's free will, which is our God's given thing. God gave us free will. So unless
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love with you already, don't you go put no love spell on me. If I if I if I don't love you already, don't you go put no damn love spell on me. Like who are you to and who are people be having God complexes and thinking they God in people's lives. You're not God. And everything we see it all the time on TikTok, on different shows and different things that things backfire. And they
Mm-hmm.
backfire bad. It's never a good backfire. You put these things on people and you don't even know the people that you putting these things on and it backfires on you and you end up dead, end up in somebody's grave or end up with somebody that's crazy and send you through crazy stuff and you can't get away from. Like these things is a reason why everything needs to be justified and everything has to be certain is an order of what things has to go in, and you must follow those orders, and not following those orders is where things become unbalanced and unaligned, and it's not good. And I'm joking about her, and I'm calling her Harry Potter, and which is funny because she a kitchen witch. Like she didn't do her homework because you can't do work on a chosen and think that it's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna come back. I'm chosen, and obviously she don't know me, and you didn't do your work. You didn't do your research to know who you were doing the work on. So everything that backfires to you and everything that you receive is because you receive it because it was your due. Because
Mm-hmm.
I never did you nothing. All I did was date the guy you was dating. It's not my fault he fell in love. Clock it. As he
He
should.
fell in the
I
God.
wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna go there, but I'm gonna boil it down to a wonderful person, good person, not perfect because I have my ways. We all do, but I'm a good person, so that's what they see. They see the goodness in me, and as they should. And we all have good sides of us and all different things, and we all and there's somebody for everybody. But you can't force things on people, and you can't be mad at the woman because the man love her. Like it's not my fault. I
Hmm.
didn't make her my twin flame. God did. So that's something that you got to handle with God. And once I'm the type of person, once I'm over it, I'm over it. So even though you focusing on what he wants,
Yeah.
yes, you
That's
focus on
transformation.
yeah. So once
I'm sad.
you focusing on what he wants, because you know that he wants to come back, but not realizing who I am. Once I'm done, I'm done, and don't let me get to the point where I'm over you. When I'm over
Mm-hmm.
you, I'm really done. Like I'm over this man. Like but we're cool. We've actually had an opportunity to talk. We're at a cool place. We're at a good place, which is good. Forgiveness is good, which is all a part of my healing journey. Forgiveness is something that I need because one of the things I do struggle with is forgiving. I take betrayal personal. So one of the things that I have been working on is forgiveness, and it's good that we're in a good place now and we're able to, forgive and forget and move forward in our lives, which is, always healthy. But yeah, I don't know what else she wants me to say.
But as I said, my big sister, I'm so proud that she won the. We narrowed it down to the point blank. Everything is divinely guided. Sometimes you just have to go through this battle to end up finding your journey, your path. Even though it's hard, you went through this. It had to be. It had to go through. Everybody don't have to deal with people that do witchcraft, but for some reason you had to deal with these deities, these demons to do an exorcism on their ass. Power Ranger gun on their ass. You know what I'm saying? But look where it led you to. Like, you'll be able to help other people. You can get them techniques to
To a
use to
rich
get
husband,
children.
rich husband, rich
Yeah,
husband.
yeah, yeah. One of those, the rich husband. You know. Um, and then now you get to, live your life with, you're still gonna have these little battles time to time, but it'll be easing down a little bit. Motherfuckers will think twice before fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will think twice. They'll be like, hell no, can't go in there. That's an herbalist right there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Marie LaBelle.
I've learned a lot. I've been learning a lot, and like I said, I give all praises to the Most High for allowing me to send people in my life. I so happened to have my sister that was there, and then I had a gentleman
High
that
priest.
was a high priest that was there, and those was my two main sources that teach me different things, and then it allowed me to be able to tap in and start researching things and start looking at herbs and looking at it. Really allowed me to do a lot, and I did a lot of praying, a lot of getting into my word, a lot of getting into like setting my intentions, knowing the power of speaking, knowing the power of water, fire, um, elements that God put here, knowing the power of how to use them, properly use them, and to elevation and move energy, and learning how to move energies and how to use the resources that we
Basically,
have here.
alchemy.
Yes,
It's called alchemy.
yes, alchemists. Learning how to do different things, like, and I'm still learning a lot. I'm still in my learning process, but just so far what I've been able to learn and to be able to actually utilize it, and it's working and it's moving, and I'm doing different things. It's I just thank God that for and the most important thing of this whole thing is God's protection, because who knows what would have been able to attack me, or get to me, because a lot of this is the protection, like his blocking, like the majority, the base of this is this: because of who I am and who God said I am is the reason why she was not able to, those things, even before I even was aware that they was being sent to me, weren't able to be able to work. And that's the base of it. Like, and the fact that now when you're aware, you do the work to cleanse your energy. It's just a journey, and I'm glad that I was able to come on the other side and still be smiling, and I ain't crying, and I'm not broken, and
Hmm.
they didn't do what it was designed to do. It didn't break me down and put me into this little box. That I am back, I am me, I am better than ever, I'm free, I'm happy, I'm not, and
Bitter is the most important thing. Being bitter.
yeah, like I ain't better. I don't hold. I laugh at it now. Like before, I was crying. Now I laugh at it. You know, and when I see her, I laugh even more, because it's like, you really thought that you was gonna be able to take me out over this man, And it's like if what you gotta be real sick in your head to really attack women, another woman, over a man that still go out here and cheat on you. Like you ain't have a spell that could keep him faithful. Out of all these spells you was out of all these spells you was out
Right?
here doing, the spell still couldn't keep him faithful. So that's why I say
Dang.
she a kitchen witch. Because all the spells you doing, you couldn't keep them faithful. So, you know.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so and I pray for
as
him
we were
too.
growing up, when we were young, what would you always say? What would you say that my gift was?
Definitely can see. Um, you could tap into stuff that is
Yeah,
yeah,
like
like
my
my
tapping
yeah, like she can astro, she could travel.
into the spiritual.
Spiritual. And I'm like, why would you want to? See, those are things I'm scared of. Although those is awesome. It's awesome to be able to do it, but
No,
no,
I
I
see
see
far.
far.
Like that's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying
with
with
the
the
third
third
eye.
eye.
It's
It's
like
like
it's
always
always been
been
like
like
I
I
see
see
things
things
over
over
horizons,
horizons,
and
and
that's
that's
the
the
way
way
you
you
want to
want to
put
put
it.
it.
Like
Like
I
I
can
can
see,
see,
the
the
vision,
vision,
like
like
shit
shit
that's
that's
going
going
on,
on,
or
or
shit
shit
about
about
to
to
happen.
happen.
Even if
Even
it's
if
in
it's
the
in the
world,
world,
I
I
always
always
have
have
spiritual
spiritual
dreams.
dreams.
I
I
feel
feel
things
things
before
before
it's
it's
about
about
to
to
happen.
happen.
You
You
know,
know,
it's
it's
like
like
different
different
shit
shit
like
like
that.
that.
So I
Yeah, I
smell
smell
blood
blood
sometimes,
sometimes,
so
so
I
I
know
know
when
when
something is
something's
about
about
to
to
take
take
place.
place.
It's
It's
like
like
strange
strange
things
things
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
See, yeah, y'all see.
yeah.
Oh,
You
you
know,
know. um,
and
and
that's
that's
been
been
since
since
I
I
was
was
young,
young,
and
and
that's
that's
something
something
I
I
can't
can't
help.
help.
You know, I can't help it, but that's just something that I've been tapping into. You know, and
And
even
even
when
when
I
I
started
started
my
my
adventures,
adventures,
it just
it
got
got
deeper.
deeper.
You
You
know,
know,
it's
it's
like
like
really see
see
into
into
the
the
spiritual
spiritual
realm.
realm.
It's
It's
like
like
dark
dark
and
and
light.
light.
And
And
I
I
wish
wish
I
I
could,
could,
you know, I
I
wish
wish
I
I
had
had
like
like
where you
where
could
you
put
could
a
put a
projection to
projection to
your,
your,
your
your
brain
brain
and
and
let
let
everybody
everybody
see
see
exactly
exactly
how
how
you
you
see
see
things.
things.
Like
Like
when
when
it's
it's
time to
time to
tap
tap
into
into
the
the
dark,
dark,
you can
you can
see
see
people
people
walking, you
walking,
can see people talking, you can see
see
people
people
that
that
say
say
what
what
they
they
want to
want to
say,
say,
what
what
they
they
want
want
to
to
say
say,
to loved
loved
ones
ones
and
and
things
things
like
like
that.
that.
I
I
really
really
don't
don't
like
like
tapping
tapping
into
into
that
that
part.
part.
I
I
really
really
like
like
doing
doing
the
the
light,
light,
but
but
y'all
y'all
see
see
sometimes
sometimes
in the
in the
cars,
car,
I would tap into that shit. Like these
these
are
are
people
people
that
that
gone,
gone,
tragic
tragic
things
things
have
have
happened
happened
to
to
them,
them,
and
and
they
they
want
want
their
their
story to
story
be
to be
told, so they
so
can
they can
get
get
some
some
type
type
of
of justice.
justice.
Yeah, now I noticed that. Like, speaking of that, now that we're having this conversation too, I'll talk to you more when we're not on live about this. That I really noticed that I have another. I've been gifted a gift, I guess.
Ascension,
It's in my dream state though. Like
yeah.
it's some weird stuff going on in my dream state that I've noticed that I'm doing in my dream state. I just realized that in the last week now that I my gifts have it enhanced and it's in my dream state that I'm doing different things in my dreams now. Like I've remember I used to have visions. I'll be able to have it sit. I'll be sometimes when I used to be praying and stuff. I'll be sitting somewhere and I'll have a vision of something. Um, but it's that is what's going on while I'm in my dreams though. That's why I was up this morning until I got up early this morning because I had like one of those. I was like traveling. I was in my dream traveling. I was all tired when I woke. I was tired. I was like woke up. I was like, what is going on in my dreams? Like it's different now. Like I can't explain it, but yeah,
It
it
will
will
get
get
more
more
vivid,
yeah.
like
Like
when
when
you
you
tap
tap
into
into
your
your
third
third eye,
eye.
I think
It'll
it'll
get
get
more
more
vivid.
vivid.
Sometimes
Sometimes
I'll
I'll
be
be
scared.
scared. That's what I was.
Sometimes
Sometimes
I'll
I'll
be
be
scared.
scared.
I'll be laying there and I just get a whole vision or something. And I be like, whoa, the hell did I just see that for? You know, what are you trying to show me?
We gonna have to
And
slow
sometimes
down.
on my show, I don't tell everybody what I be seeing. Because Divine be like, that's not for everybody, it's for you, you know. And I'll let you know when you can hear that or something like that. But it's a
Yeah,
lot.
I've been having that lately. Happen. It's been like about a little bit, about a week, a little bit more than a week. That's been going on. I just been noticing different things.
Just like when you get up from like, you know, like then make sure you just try to keep a journal, a pen, and that you and write down, hurry up, write down everything that you remember. You know, and then go
I know
research it.
I know I'm supposed to be doing that, but I can't. When I get up, I never write it down. I'll never write it down when I get up. I think I've done that maybe once or twice, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm not meant to write them down because I know.
Because it might be used for something later on. That's what I'm saying. It might be code, something in there that you
But
just
I
want to pay
always
attention to.
remember, like, I don't know, for some reason, when something comes up, I remember. It'll go back to like my dream. Like, remember you had this dream? Like, I can remember, so I don't. But maybe I need to start. I'll start writing it down just to see if
Your
I.
crows is just a talk.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna when you want me back on again, I will. I love you.
All right,
Thank you
hey,
guys for
sis.
listening to my story. I made it through without crying. Hopefully, the next time
You didn't make it through without crying,
I didn't do my cries that I normally do. Because you know how I cry.
but you didn't make it through without crying.
You know how I cry. You know how I cry.
I told you you wasn't gonna make it through
But
without crying.
it's okay.
But we enjoyed her. We enjoyed her story and also her green hair.
Guys.
Okay, loving that. I love that color right there.
Thank you. But
She the ones that always put color in her hair.
yeah.
I don't
I'm
really
about to
do
do
color in my hair.
I think I'm gonna do a color for my birthday weekend. Haven't decided what color yet. But yeah. So yes,
You always usually
this
do
is what
red.
my spiritual journey has done. It's made me more of me.
More colorful.
It made my world more colorful around me. So yeah, and
Okay.
I have my septum. I love it. I love it, and you know, I'm more
Did
connected.
you actually get your nose pierced, or did you just is that just
Yeah,
pin
it's
on it?
pierced.
Oh hell no! I'm good.
It's in. See, I got it done. I got this done.
Oh no, 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 no! I'm good.
Yeah, so it's there. I love it.
Remember, you remember when I was 16 and we got no tears
Yeah,
together?
but remember I had this done too. I had gotten this too. I want this back actually, but I think what I'm going to do is get a nose piercing right here again. So
I
yeah,
think yeah, I probably do that. I probably get my nose pierced again, but that's about it. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing that.
I love it. So when I put my wraps on,
You know what? Whatever.
okay,
Anyway,
all
we
right.
enjoyed you, Tyler, and I thank you for coming on here and telling your story. And we're gonna go forward with the healing journey. We're gonna check up on you every so often to see how the healing journey going, how your herbs is going. And when you set up a website, when you get it down pat, we're gonna send some people to your website to order the herbs. You know,
Okay.
all right,
All right.
make you some money because she loves money.
Money. Yes, money, money. See ya later.
All right,
All right.
love you.
Love you too. How do I hang up this thing?
Put the X,
Oh,
push the X.
okay. Bye.
Bye.